Let's note that it's not agility. There's no reactive component here. Change of direction has two phases. There's a deceleration or braking phase with high eccentric muscle actions and an acceleration phase with high concentric force generation. If we look at some of the key kinematic components in the sagittal plane, there's triple flexion of the hip, knee, and ankle to absorb load, and triple extension at push-off. In the frontal plane, there is lateral flexion, and the transverse plane has rotation primarily of trunk, pelvis, but also hip and knee. In terms of kinetics, there's high ground reaction force at initial contact, but there's also a high joint force or joint moments at the hip and knee, particularly at initial contact. We look at some of the key muscle actions in the kinetic chain in relation to this task. For the trunk, there's isometric rolls for stability, but also concentric action for trunk rotation towards the direction of change of direction. The gluteals, there's deceleration phase, there's eccentric absorption of braking force, and also stability rolls on the pelvis, and this is an isometric action. During the acceleration phase, there's high concentric force generation. For the quadriceps, they have high activity in change direction. During deceleration, they eccentrically control against braking forces, and during acceleration, there's a concentric force generation. The adductors have high muscle activity, one of the factors of why they're often aggravated or overloaded during change direction. Their role is to stabilize the hip and generate concentric force during change direction. The calf has a few roles. One, during deceleration, it has a key role in force absorption, and then during acceleration, generating concentric power.